Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of Friday Finance and Frothies. It's Zach Masters here, and as always, I'm joined by Pete Pennicott. Pete, how are you going?
Cheers. Here's to the weekend. So weekend's coming in fast. Victorian case numbers are going well. Contract tracing's working. So yeah, feeling pretty good. We're going to get some good news next week. Positive vibes out there to all our Victorian viewers.
Yes, very good, very good. So what we're going to be hopefully doing in these videos is giving you a quick run through of what's been what we think is the biggest news of the week from a finance perspective, and also talk about what we discussed on this week's podcast. So do you want to kick us off, Pete, with what's your biggest finance story of the week?
One of the biggest companies in the world had a very big week, and one that's got me pretty excited. Excited to the core. I'm not going to lie. After I jump off here, I'm going to go place my order for the new Apple iPhone. So pretty exciting stuff. 5G, lands at $2,000 for the top spec model. So it's not, those stimulus packages. Send more help, because we need to sort of fund these iPhone purchases, because we all need to get to our Instagram accounts and our feeds a little bit quicker. So yeah, that's my exciting news story. And yeah, share price is looking pretty healthy over the past 12 months as well. What about you? Definitely. What do you got for us?
So I guess a nice segue from that is that the tax cuts look like they're going to be passed through. So here in Australia, so if you're in that band that the budget announced where you're going to get some tax cuts put back in your pocket, that should start coming through to your bank account in the next pay run, hopefully about the start of next month.
Yeah, I saw Xero's come out. Xero's pushing it through to sort of to our team anyway. So definitely, Zach, your pay slip's going to be a little bit fatter next week. Not that it could get much fatter. So.
So this week on the ASX, we're up about 95 points. So we're back up to where we were at March 6th. Which is, we're at a 7-month high, which is good. We're starting to climb back, getting closer towards that pre-COVID level, which is exciting. But talking about investments as well, on this week's episode of the podcast, we spoke about constructing a portfolio and looking at income versus growth, and how do you decide which path you go down. What was your biggest takeout from the episode, Pete?
You guys made really good points as well, but I think the one that I sort of hit hard with was the tax implications. So not all returns are created equal for all people on all marginal tax rates. So I think you've really got to understand what is your after-tax return. So, and then that might help you make a decision between how much income you want versus capital growth. So obviously franking credits are sort of in there, your marginal tax rate, capital gains tax and discounts. So it's a fair bit to jam pack in there, but I would say tax is, it's a bit of a sleeper. And if you're not sort of paying attention, can erode a lot of your returns. So very important one. But what did you have? Hopefully you're going to take another one of my points from there.
I'm not sure if it was your point or not, but I think it's, we use the horse terminology. It is spring racing carnival time of putting the blinkers on. So a lot of the time you hear people coming and I want an income producing portfolio, and then they're just looking for high yielding, high dividend stocks, which mightn't be the best option at the time to buy. So I think it's that idea of looking at total return rather than just how much income the portfolio, how much dividends the portfolio is producing, is one of the big things to look at.
Yeah, it's a good point, because you do get seduced by those dividends. You think, it's going to go on forever. And I think what we've found out the hard way for some people is dividends are not guaranteed. So, as much as they are consistent a lot of the time, they're far from guaranteed. So, it was really good. It was probably one of the best episodes we've done, if I do say so myself. So the Wealth Collective podcast, if you're not subscribing to it, do yourself a favor and sort of get sorted out. Probably do a sort of a back catalogue sort of run. If you go back through the last 50, it's probably worth it. You probably get through that over the weekend.
100%. Good time before the lockdown gets really allowed out, and then you can do other stuff.
Just do 50 episodes into the Dan announcement, and we're all there. So,
Perfect. Well, as always, if you've got any questions or topics you want us to cover, email us at connect@picada.com.au. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Have a good weekend.